She was engaged. Then she wasn't. Then she was just friends. Then she was nothing. And while she was nothing, he was out there liking other women's photos, acting like a bachelor, living his best life. Most people fold right there. They buy the ice cream. They write the sad journal entry. They accept the crumbs. She didn't fold. Nope, I'm SP's one and only. Said it flat. Sipped her coffee. Didn't even blink. That's it. That's the whole system. Not a technique. Not a ritual. A command. A locked file. And what happened next across 3 months of straight-up 3D chaos is what we're documenting today. This isn't a miracle. This is a case study. This is what happens when the file is locked and the 3D has no choice but to catch up. They were engaged. High resolution. Full commitment. Everyone around them assumed the story was already written. Then the system crashed. No warning. No clean exit. Just a nasty breakup that ripped through everything. Engaged, to fighting, to broken up, in what felt like seconds. Then the worst part hit. Silence. Total no contact. The 3D stopped printing. The 3D went dark. Of course the ego lost it. Obviously. The ego did what egos do. It scanned for evidence. It replayed old conversations. It rehearsed things to say. It checked the phone every 11 minutes, like that's a strategy. Embarrassing. The 3D's empty. The ego's standing there shaking it, looking for one more page. Here's where the case splits from every other breakup story. She stopped shaking the 3D. She stopped begging the 3D to confirm something it had zero authority to confirm. She sat down. She looked at the wreckage. And she installed new code. Nope, I'm SP's one and only. Said it once. Adjusted her sleeve. Moved on with her day. Not I hope so. Not maybe someday. Not if he comes back. Present tense. Non-negotiable. A system-level command. The file got named. The file got saved. The 3D just hadn't caught up yet. Then the 3D decided to test the file. He started showing up on other women's profiles, liking photos, leaving comments, acting like a man who'd moved on with zero regret. Classic lagging software. The old data's still printing while the new file's already locked in. Try telling that to the ego at 11 p.m. when his name pops up on someone else's story. The ego's got a full-time surveillance job now. Unpaid. Nope. I'm SP's one and only. Close the app. Put the phone face down. Kept scrolling her own life. She said it like a judicial order. Because it is one. Then the breadcrumb landed. This is the part where most people get taken out. He reached out. Not with, I made a mistake. Not with, I want you back. He came back with, I'm not looking for anything serious right now, but I miss the physical part. Want to just see what happens, no strings? Friends with benefits. The FWB bug. A low-res version of the exact thing she already claimed at full resolution. The ego wanted to say yes. Obviously. Yes means contact. She didn't say yes. Nope, I'm SP's one and only. Typed it. Locked the phone. Went back to folding laundry like nothing happened. FWB wasn't progress. It was a downgrade. She already owned the full version. Why install the demo? So she declined. She held the file. She stayed in the end. Then the 3D threw its biggest tantrum yet. Back to no contact. The 3D went quiet again. But this time it was a different kind of quiet. The kind that sounds like confirmation. Like the universe filing a report. Request denied. Case closed. 2 a.m. Phone face up on the nightstand. Blue light on the ceiling. Wet face because, yes, she cried. A classic. We've all done it. Don't lie. The screen brightness on full, like that helps. Like more light makes the silence say something different. The ego ran its full courtroom drama right there in the dark. You had a chance. You blew it. He's gone. You said no to the only thing he was offering, and now there's nothing. Classic ego. Predictable as bad weather. Same script every time. Just a different city, a different name. She didn't negotiate with it. She put the earbuds in. Total darkness. Blanket over her head like a cave. She ran the SP rampage on loop. SP is miserable without me. I'm SP's one and only. Whispered at first, then flat, then over and over until the words stopped meaning anything and just became sound. The ego ran out of things to say around 3 a.m. It went quiet. It can't argue with a file that's already locked. Then she built the routine. Not to feel better. To run a system upgrade before sunrise. Every morning, before the 3D could load its daily drama, before the notifications, before the coffee even, she fed the identity first. 10 minutes of rampage while the brain was still half asleep, still soaked in that soft theta state. The 20 minutes right after waking where the guard is down and new code writes clean. No resistance, no debate. Eyes closed, blanket still warm. No phone in hand, not even face down on the nightstand where it could tempt her. No checking his profile. No checking the red receipts. Identity first, everything else later. Every single day, same order, no exceptions. And every time a 3P thought tried to hijack the system, a memory, a what if, a flash of him with someone else, she hit the interrupt. Physical reset. Mantra. Hard cut back to now. Nope, I'm SP's one and only. Set it. Reset her posture. Went back to the routine like the 3D owed her nothing. Not a prayer. A correction. Then something strange happened. The wanting stopped. Not because she gave up, because the download finished. There's a specific feeling when you cross from wanting into knowing. The desperation drains out. What's left is just boredom. Like waiting on a package you already tracked and confirmed. It's coming. You stop refreshing the page. You go live your life. She started treating herself like the quote-unquote one and only before the 3D caught up. Flowers. The real ones, the kind you get for someone you love, on her own kitchen table. Dinner alone, the good table by the window, no occasion needed. Not a technique, a statement. This is what one and only gets, whether he's here to see it or not. Then the 3D caught up. He texted, out of nowhere, Tuesday, 6:47 p.m., no buildup, no breadcrumb trail, no, hey stranger, warm-up text to test the water first. Just a message that made zero sense given everything the 3D had been showing her for 3 straight months. Then, fast, one text right behind another before she could even set the phone down. I don't want FWB. I can't live without you. You're my only forever. Promise me I'm your only forever. He used her sentence, word for word. The 3D had finally caught up. She didn't get lucky. She got final. The 3D never apologized. It never needed to. It only prints what the file says. The FWB offer was never the real test. The real test was doubt. Accepting it would have been the bug. She never let it install. The tantrum ended because the identity never moved. That's the whole case. Nope, I'm SP's one and only. Lock the file. Stop negotiating with the printout. What file are you locking tonight?